Troubles brewing in the world of racing. The big shots of Red Bull seem to be facing serious challenges. The recent failure in a crucial test has thrown a curveball at their dominance. Are they in danger of losing their crown? Hold on tight as we unravel the twists and turns. Let's dive into the video to explore the racetrack today and know what's happening under the hood. In 2023, Red Bull had a fantastic racing year, winning in 21 out of the 22 venues they competed in. However, as they gear up for the 2024 season with the anticipated evolution of their car, the RB20, a significant setback has surfaced during the first test. The first official test for the RB20 didn't go well at all. In the world of Formula One, passing tests is crucial, and unfortunately, Red Bull's car didn't make the cut. This isn't a small hiccup either. It's a substantial failure that needs fixing before the car can hit the track officially. The news of this failure spread, raising questions about Red Bull's development path. The car must pass this test to be eligible for racing, and the other teams are eagerly watching, hoping for a misstep from Red Bull in the 2024 season. The rest of the teams in Formula One are optimistic. Could this failure give an advantage to their rivals? The crash test, which every Formula One car must pass, is a make-or-break moment. Unfortunately for Red Bull, their RB20's front nose failed to absorb the energy, shattering into tiny pieces and leading to the failure of the test. The failed test occurred during the first dynamic frontal homologation test conducted at Grandfield, UK. This is a critical phase for any Formula One car, ensuring it meets the safety standards. With Red Bull's strong performance in the previous season with the RB19, this setback is unexpected and raises concerns about their preparation for the upcoming races in 2024. Impact of Red Bull's failed crash test. Being one of the first teams to test their RB20, Red Bull faced an unexpected setback. Despite their early start, the initial attempt didn't go as planned. The crucial issue emerged with the nose of the RB20 failing to absorb crash energy correctly, resulting in additional damage to the car's body. To comprehend why this failure is significant, let's delve into how a proper crash test is conducted. Unlike regular vehicles, Formula One cars undergo testing in only two places globally with the necessary facilities, Milan and Cranfield. A successful crash test is imperative to declare the car safe for the road. F1's testing is rigorous due to the unique race conditions and front wing pressure. The test involves mounting the entire chassis onto a sled, which is then propelled directly into a wall. The results of this test inspect critical components like the front wing, steering column, rear section, and bulkhead, ensuring the fuel cell's integrity during a simulated crash on the track. The conditions during the test mimic those encountered on the track, with the crash occurring at a speed of approximately 17 millisecond. Inspectors closely examine if the car stops abruptly, or if, on the contrary, it deforms and intrudes upon other parts. The criteria for a successful test demand that the car withstands these conditions without abrupt stops or deformation that could jeopardize other components. Red Bull's crash, test failure, and weight dilemma. Formula One intricacies involve more than just speed. Safety is paramount. The RB20, Red Bull's latest endeavor, faced a setback due to the front wing's inability to absorb enough crash energy. Understanding why this occurred and the implications requires a closer look. In Formula One crash tests, precision is key. Most materials tested, including the RB20's carbon fiber components, demand ample light for inspectors to discern subtle and significant deformations resulting from the impact. The RB19, a dominant force in the sport, saw its development halted in mid-2023. Confident in its prowess, Red Bull transitioned its focus to the 2024 campaign. The decision, however, came with an aggressive approach, driven by the fear that the competitive gap might close. Red Bull's anticipation of tougher competition in 2024 prompted a strategic shift. The team's leadership, particularly Austrian squad representatives, emphasized that the upcoming season would differ significantly from the previous one. Historically, weight has been a concern for Red Bull, traced back to issues with the RB18 and persisting with the RB19. The team consistently aimed to shed excess weight through upgrades. The crash test failure, signaling potential over-reduction in weight, indicates a delicate balance in the RB20's design. The RB19's weight exceeded the 798 kg minimum limit, prompting concerns. Adrian Yi, a key figure in Red Bull, acknowledged this challenge in an interview, emphasizing that making the car lighter would be a primary goal for the upcoming season. Facing weight-related challenges, Red Bull aims for a strategic shift in the RB20's design philosophy. The emphasis is on evolution rather than revolution, seeking a balanced approach to ensure competitiveness while adhering to safety standards. In comparison to the 2023 campaign, despite the setback in the recent test, it's clear that Red Bull isn't giving up. The upcoming season is not lost. Instead, it allows them to address their issues promptly. To be precise, it's a chance to fix what went wrong. Hera's statements about the RB20's challenges come to light when discussing the 2024 Challenger. She emphasized that they were already seeing diminishing results from the wind tunnel. There's only so much they can do to improve from the previous year, a notable feat given their stellar performance. However, if these failures persist, Adrian recognizes the need to reassess the car's philosophy and design. Certain elements are evidently not working correctly, and this could give Red Bull's rivals a significant advantage heading into the 2024 season. The Austrian team's strategy is straightforward: continue dominating with their existing resources. However, with other teams closing in and the FIA halting 2026 car development before 2025, it's apparent that situations like these can influence the 2024 season's direction. What's certain is that Red Bull must closely examine the design of the RB20's front nose. Despite the potential setback, given their substantial progress in the current technical era, it's improbable that this will be a massive step back for Red Bull. Red Bull's chief engineer Paul Monahan explains the approach towards the new car. He emphasizes that the upcoming vehicle is essentially an evolution of the current one. Monahan clarifies, it's not surprising. The new car builds upon the existing concept. However, it would be unwise to discard what's working. Progress is crucial, especially with competition closely tailing us. Lessons learned and progress ahead. Monahan further delves into the philosophy behind the new car. He states, "We must find ways to gain lap time. If competitors make a move, we need to respond with a bigger step." The RB2 draws from lessons learned with the current car, incorporating both the challenges faced and the successes achieved. Reports suggest that Red Bull is not solely focused on the overall design, but is also working on upgrading the Venturi channel panels. This component plays a pivotal role in maintaining the car's balance close to the ground without causing adverse effects. The combination of this upgrade with the double-floor sideboard design sets a standard for the entire grid. While Red Bull's extensive work on the RB20 is evident, the recent crash test failure highlights the complexity of the design process. Max Foran notes, "Just because Red Bull had ample time for the RB20 doesn't mean perfection on the first try." According to Foran, there are areas where Red Bull must improve, specifically citing performance on street circuits. Singapore setback. Max Foran points out a specific challenge for Red Bull: performance on street circuits. Despite losing only one race in 2023, Singapore, he emphasizes the need for improvement in this aspect. Here we touch upon concerns the three-time world champion raised regarding the RB9. According to the champion, the weakness lies in low-speed corners and curves, particularly on street circuits. He emphasizes that addressing this issue is crucial for the upcoming season. Max Verstappen expands on the weaknesses of the RB9, saying, "Mainly I think just street circuits and low-speed curbing, these kinds of things. I think we're not the best at the moment." Verstappen highlights specific challenges faced by the team, offering valuable insights from a driver's perspective. Pierre Gasly responds to Verstappen's comments, providing a team perspective. Gasly notes, "The team acknowledges the same weakness, albeit from a different viewpoint than Max, who is a driver." Gasly summarizes the focus areas for improvement, stating, "Low speed is clearly one area. 90-degree corners are not the best, as evident in qualifying in Baku. Different track types like Singapore also pose challenges." Addressing specific challenges. The team identifies specific challenges: low-speed corners, 90-degree corners, and handling curbs on bumpy tracks. Gasly points out instances, such as qualifying in Baku and races in Singapore, where improvements are needed. The acknowledgement underscores the team's commitment to addressing weaknesses systematically. While Red Bull may appear to have built a perfect machine in the eyes of F1 fans, Challenges persist. The recent crash test failure and comments from Verstappen and Gasly highlight areas for improvement. Gasly emphasizes, "In this business, you never get anything for free." This conveys the relentless pursuit of improvement within the team. The failure of the crash test and the candid comments from Verstappen and Gasly provide rivals like Mercedes, Ferrari, and McLaren with a glimmer of hope for competitive racing in 2024. Rivals are likely to seize this opportunity, recognizing that despite its strengths, Red Bull is not infallible in certain development aspects. So what do you think of Red Bull's dominance in danger after failing the test? Comment below and subscribe for more.